We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
Devas? Is that how you say that?
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Yeah, shut up, Akbar.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
I mean, I don't think she's being unreasonable if she actually killed her.
It's all in your heads! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
It's true that Hyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel we're being directed by someone. Alright, what do we got here for our bullets? We're gonna go with the gummy bag, and we'll see where we go from there.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I'm not sure.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the... So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee.
Hang on, I gotta look at this. I thought Killer's escape route was the... Yeah, Killer's escape route isn't even related to this. Gummy bag. Each comes with 4 flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. Wait a minute. I have an idea forming, but it could be stupid, so let me talk this out with you. Look at the gummy bag. There's obviously yellow gummies in there, in the picture. But strawberry is usually pink. Melon, if it's the melon I'm thinking of, would also be kind of pink or red. Grape is purple, and orange is obviously orange. And they're making a point here to call out yellow gummy.
And that's how you left your footprints!
So I'm going to try gummy bag, and I'm also going to try gummy on the gummy that she dropped, because I don't believe she eats the random gummies they dropped.
Hyoko is the sinner who killed
yellow would be like...
Mahiru.
I mean, yellow could also be melon, so I could be wrong. This could all be a very stupid idea, but it's the only one I've got, so we're going to try it.
You went to the beach house.
And weren't you also hyped? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Aha!
No, that's wrong.
Now let's see if I was right for the reason I thought I was correct for.
About that gummy, did Hyoko really drop it? The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Who are you calling a midget, Shorty?
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about
Okay, I was
the
right.
flavor?
Whew! I was worried there.
The gummy at the
It was also kind of a long shot.
So it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Except for, you know, the yellow ones in the picture.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap!
Alright, calm down. Just because you were right once doesn't mean you're right
Damn
about
it!
everything.
Who would set a trap like this?
I don't know. Anyone on this island who doesn't like you?
I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might.
Oh no, I don't even think you could reach my head.
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Alright. Alright. We'll just go with yellow gummy for now. We'll see what comes up here.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road.
Ah!
Thanks to her,
She died instantly. She can't have blocked the door
we
with her
have the
last ounce of
evidence we
strength.
need.
I couldn't get to it in time.
That's why I left those footprints during my morning walk.
Yeah.
We're not done with Hiyoko. There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What is that?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Aha!
No, that's wrong. Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used your body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true. Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh!
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko.
Oh, this one is hard.
Why
I don't
do you
remember how
keep
to do this
insisting that
correctly.
Hiyoko is the killer.
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Alright, I gotta slice his words somehow.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body.
I'm not doing this right.
Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. Damn it! If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay, I gotta figure this out.
Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body.
Ah, the controller!
Is the only killer I can think of.
No! This is the worst time for this!
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body.
No!
Hiyoko is the only killer
I
I
did
can
it
think
again at
of.
the same spot. Okay, hang on.
If Mahiru didn't block
Ah,
the door, then
technical
Hiyoko did it.
issues.
She killed Mahiru. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Come on, there we go! Ah, I don't even know how I did that, but I just tried.
And she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach
Oh, I tried so hard there.
can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Did you get all that, you bastard?
Alright, I know what I need to do
So
now.
what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
No!
Crap.
I don't have
So
the
what,
shower
dumbass?
rooms selected.
There's a shower room inside. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Ah, I hate this minigame.
Now, washing it off in the shower is important because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Yoko took off her clothes before committing murder. No, that should be impossible, because she can't get dressed by herself.
I see.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it! I can't tie my kimono sash by myself!
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot Akane was covered in blood.
'Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool!
It does.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. 'Cause Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Charming.
I'm sorry for being pig barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you're still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier...
Yeah, she never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie? 'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same, at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru Koizumi. Aha!
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh. The letter that Hiyoko had. Doesn't it clearly something?
I can prove it with this.
This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Yeah, so they changed the time to 2:30 on the letter that Mahiru had and 2 on
Mahiru's letter
Hiyoko.
said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
It was changing the beach house at the same time.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? I think the killer forged both letters.
I see!
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We'll just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep.
Oh,
Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
Also explains the body alarm.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
It's also very annoying.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey. What? He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is cruel, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Class trial suspended.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... You can't! Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct!
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised. What? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. You definitely don't do that in German for everything I know. Alright, second half. Let's get this done.
I'm Monami. And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
Interesting.
Killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Alright, so what really happened? I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the RB button. Press the LB button to brake and the RB button to jump. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course, so make sure you are familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into a wall. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press start during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, and have fun. She's right. This may be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Logic Dive. Okay. So I'm snowboarding. Game said to use the brake. I'm not using it yet. Where did the killer arrive? At the beach house. Before Hyoko arrived. I'm gonna go with this one. Because they would have had to set things up, right? I don't know if that was right or not. I feel like these pads are gonna get me killed. So I'm gonna try and do this cautiously, but not like jumping. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hyoko. They clearly hid somewhere, so they could plant the evidence. Snowboarding! Where was the killer hiding? The killer was hiding at the beach house, I believe. Yes. Rainbow Road! Alright, I don't know if I got the right answers, but we'll try this.
It's all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Hey, I got you off the hook.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Well, clearly don't try German, because this game's grasp of German is not great.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place the killer was hiding. The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked is... I don't think they could hide in the refrigerator. She looked in there. She can't look in there because it's not in the beach house, so we're going to try the closet by process of elimination.
The killer is probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there's only one place they could have hidden. They specifically mentioned that there was a surfboard case when I looked at the shelf.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I don't know who Prince Shotoku is.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly,
So we've got
let's get back to our original
Hyoko
topic.
and then Kazuichi discovered the body, and then I did. But the alarm went off before I did, so there must have been a third
You're
person.
the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use truth flashbacks. If you hold down the diamond button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer or a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using a truth flashback. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Good luck, and have fun. Alright. I don't remember, I think it might be square that I have to use to memorize. We'll see. All I have is shower room, so I'm pretty sure...
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Okay.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Alright, I've got kind of an idea. Just need to do this again.
What did the killer do with the...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
There we go.
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
And then...
What did the killer do with the blood?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
They just needed
It's
to
all
wash
beginning
off
to
the
come
blood.
together.
They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was... the ocean! No, they walked... Wait, that doesn't make any sense, actually, because there's no footprints.
Damn it!
The drinks!
I see!
All the sugary ones have been left.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it. In theory, then.
Why are you getting upset about this?
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Another one of these. Alright, I think I need trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottled drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's
Okay,
true
this one's
there were
gonna be
drinks in the beach
easier.
house
It's just
refrigerator. However,
fast.
try one bottle.
None of
It
these
wouldn't be
require
enough to
multiple
wash off
things
the
except
blood.
this one.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator. There were only flavored drinks with colored dyes. If the blood
Keep hitting the wrong button.
It will leave an aromatic smell, too. Especially if you used it, that alone would raise suspicion. Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
There weren't, but there were in the trash can.
There were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, they did that, that person would be...
Seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off all the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Place your bets. And do a little spin. Who do you think did it? Who could it be? Of course, it was the only soaking person we've seen. I have no idea why she did it, but I think it has to be Peko.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something!
Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Why are you so angry about this?
So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
Well, that's the opposite direction for you, Hiko.
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko?
That's my question.
You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening.
I see!
A small window in the shower room.
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
I forgot about that.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see! You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Okay.